I'm gonna teach you guys about some Pokemon. Everybody, welcome to Vintage Pokemon Hunter Brothers. And you know what I like? Big guys with ukuleles. Okay. No, but what I really like is error cards. So yeah, so error, misprints, both of those. I have a collection. I'm gonna show it off and I'm gonna help you guys know, or at least teach you guys what the big errors are in the community. And you can go and check out your collection and you can see if you have these errors. Also put the prices of what the normal one's worth and what the errors worth, so you'll see how valuable some of these errors can be. And some of them are worth like in the thousands. So it's pretty crazy how a normal card will just be worth something and an error will be worth so much more. And yeah, so the first one I'm going to show you is this Magmar. See if you can figure out what's wrong with it. All right, yep, so if you don't know, normal cards are printed like this with the rounded edges. This one is a half square cut, so we got a corner there, and we got a corner there, and then it's round, and it's round. So yeah, these are pretty awesome. I actually pulled this one out of a pack myself, so I have like 9 other cards along with this one that have that cut. All right, now this one is a completely square cut. It's really awesome. I have a few of these as well. Pretty cool to find. Here's the other one. This is my favorite one, the Cyndaquil square cut. Oh, you can also see the marks on the corner, like the alignment marks. Those are really awesome, and collectors like to see those on the square cuts. All right, now another really popular error card you will see is this one right here. And this is something, whenever I look at people's collections, I always love to find the errors. This is the regular one. You'll see the Nintendo on the bottom, how it's spelled like Nintendo's supposed to be spelled. And then this one is the error. The holographic is also different. And then down there, it's spelt wrong. Nintedo. So that's the Nintendo error. Pretty awesome. You can find them on eBay for, I think they go for around 30 bucks, depending on what the condition is. In here, so you can see what the holographic. Normal holographic. This one, I believe this is like the Japanese version. I have a few other Ancient Mews, and I believe the holofoil is different on the other ones as well. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, so another common, kind of common error is the missing jungle error. This card was actually pulled from my first ever YouTube video. So, this is really awesome. And you can see it's missing the jungle symbol right there. This is what it would normally have, is that jungle symbol. So on some of the releases of the jungle, the holographic card will have the missing jungle symbol. You'll only find that on the holo. The holo rare jungles. All right. Another cool misprint. As you can see, this is the base set Electrode rare right here. And this is the jungle Electrode. Now for the first edition, the early prints of the Electrode, this is something they all had. And some of these misprints are a little bit more common than others, like this Electrode. All the early Electrodes were printed with the base set art when it was supposed to have the jungle set art. So yeah, this is what a jungle Electrode's supposed to look like, and they fixed it after the first edition print run. So that's another cool misprint. All right. Another cool error is the Diglett. So on a Diglett from the starter deck, from one of the earlier starter decks, had the fighting energy, the pointing the wrong way on the dig part. So you see how they're supposed to be pointing up like that, and that one's off to the side. So that's a cool little error right there. All right, this one's an awesome one. Let's see, there's a couple like this. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so this one as well is kind of common for the card that it is. So we have a holographic Pikachu from the Pop 5. Oh, cool. Has a nice swirl right there. But the error on this one is the back. It was printed upside down. I believe that if you get this one corrected, it's actually worth more than this one. But it's just cool to have a card with that error on it. Just like this Mew. I love Mews. And then this is another Pop 5 Mew. And the back is upside down. This is a non-holo, but corrected one. All right, yeah, those ones are really cool. I really like those ones. Okay, this one is actually not that expensive, and I find it to be like one of the cooler misprints. that you can get. So let's see if I have the corrected version. Yeah. So, okay. So right here, first edition Butterfree looks awesome. And I always think it's a rare card, but it's just an uncommon. And here is the error. It's a D error. So the first edition, it looks like a lowercase d because it has that little mark right there. And quite a few of them came out like this. I think, yeah, this one says light played $7.99. I want to say that's what I paid for. It was like $8 for this cool error Butterfree. Really awesome. One of my favorites. Okay, what else? Oh, so after one of my favorites, let me show one of my least favorites that I'm like, I'll just show you because it's cool and you'll see if you have it in your collection. All right, there's a misprint. There's an error energy card. So this is how the regular spacing is on the energy with the bottom and the top. And then on these water energies on base set, some of them have that misalignment. It might be all of them, but yeah, a lot of them. And you can see when they're side by side how the energy is like up top and not centered. So that's a cool little misprint. Not really cool, but it's there. It's something that once you see a lot of them, you're like, okay, that's different. Another one that a lot of cards have, and you can check this out, is this Dark Arbok. If you check out the year, you'll see that this is from 1999 to 2,300, 23,000. Wow. So that's kind of a funny date misprint right there on the Dark Arbok. They'll all have that, so it doesn't really make it worth any. Yeah, I don't know if there's a corrected version of that. I don't think there is. Okay. Now, one of the first misprints and really cool ones, and if you guys don't know, I collect Tangalas, and I'm really happy I have this one in my collection, is the no rarity symbol for the early base set Japanese. So if you watch my channel, you'll see that there have been some other no rarity symbols from the Japanese cards, but those are later versions, and they're usually no rarity because they're in a theme deck. I believe these base set no rarity ones, they're what some people would say is kind of like a first edition, as like the earlier print releases, from my understanding of the base set Japanese cards, didn't have a rarity. So you should be able to find one of each one of the base set cards in Japanese with the no rarity if it was an earlier print run. So that's really cool. I'm really happy to have that no rarity symbol card. All right. Now follow that cool one with another kind of weird lame one is a Vulpix. A lot of people know that the Vulpix and a couple other cards, they have the HP 50 instead of the number and then the HP like normal and base set. So this is an error, and this is one of the errors where the corrected version is actually worth more than this error version. So I believe like in a 99 print, how this is 95, 96, 98, the later unlimited print 99, I believe has it fixed, so it'll be 50 HP, and those Vulpixes actually sell for a little bit more than this one like that. All right, now here's one that was kind of embarrassing because I follow this Facebook group called like Gotta Catch 'Em All Misprints and Errors, and I was like, hey, check out this misprint, and they were like, yeah, they're all like that. So if you check out the Haunter, this is a holographic Haunter English, and this is a holographic Haunter in Japanese, and the difference and the error that I saw was, look, they didn't take out the box. The box has a holo right there, and it actually looks like a swirl, so it's really cool. And I was like, that's an error. That's an awesome error. But it turns out like all the Japanese fossil holographics have that same error. And I want to say maybe the Jungle or some of the other sets also have that error. So yeah, it's not that crazy, but I think it looks cool, and it's nice to see that kind of mistake. All right, so my favorite error in my collection is Blastoise. Blastoise, I think, is one of the coolest looking cards from base set. I never pulled one. I pulled a couple of Charizards, so it was cool to... So I liked collecting Blastoises earlier on. And this one is the no stage error as a regular Blastoise. This one's actually a Shadowless Blastoise, just showing off my collection. But this one says stage 1, like it's supposed to. And then this one right here says put Blastoise on the... And then there's nothing. There's like a little mistake on that print run, that part. So it just says put Blastoise on the nothing one card. And there's a regular one. So yeah, this one goes for a little bit more than a normal Blastoise would. And I think it's a really cool card. All right. Now, that's my error card collection. And I guess this one's also an error. There's some more cards that I want to show you that I don't have the error to, but I just wanted to inform you guys in case you have it in your collection and you want to see, because they could be worth a lot of money. So this one right here is a Blaine's Charizard, and it's actually an error, another one where the error is worth less than the corrected version. So you see the Roaring Flames discard all fighting energy cards. Well, this is a fire, and it has that fighting energy symbol right there. It should be a fire. So the later versions, which is worth more because it was a smaller print run, have it corrected to discard a fire energy card. So what you want to look out for in your collection, other people's collection, is if it has a fire energy instead of a fighting energy. All right. Now, I don't have the error card, but I believe it's TCA Gaming. He's really into trying to find a Beedrill with the Poison Sting error where it says D.Effending on there. So it's like a period right after the D. So definitely look out for Beedrills with that error. Why am I talking all weird right now? Okay, and now we have a Ninetales, me showing off my Shadowless collection a little bit more. So the error that you really want to find on Ninetales is the missing damage Ninetales. So it'll say Fire Blast, and there'll be no 80 there. It's just a missing. Whenever anybody shows me their collection, that's one of the first things I look for, because a missing damage Ninetales, they go for a lot of money. I'll probably put down on here how much one of them sold recently. All right, so here's a Clefairy. I actually have a Shadowless one. Why didn't I show off my Shadowless Clefairy? All right, so here's an unlimited Clefairy, and the error that you want to find, I believe, I'll put it on the screen. I believe it's usually up here. It's a little, what some people call a stamp or a hickey mark, and it looks like a heart, and it's really cool because it kind of goes with the cutesiness of the Clefairy. But yeah, there's a heart error Clefairy, and those go for quite a bit of money. All right, now one of the error cards I really want to get someday, and I mentioned before when we were opening up the base set packs, is a War Turtle with the Stage War Turtle error on it. So this is the War Turtle right here, and then instead of a Squirtle, you'll see another War Turtle in there. Now in the Brazil, some prints never corrected it. So if you go on eBay, and like I found today, you'll see like a Portuguese War Turtle, and it'll have the War Turtle in the box as well. People try to sell them for like a couple $100 or like $80, like it's a crazy error one, but I mean, don't pay that much for those ones. They never corrected it in that language. That's just someone that doesn't know that much, or someone that's trying to scam you. All right, now there are errors that I don't really care for. Like here's one right there. Some people like these little dots. Like they'll be like, that's an error. And on this Typhlosion, I believe there's another error Typhlosion where there's like a red dot like right here. And this Typhlosion, they call it T17 because it's Typhlosion 17. This one's messed up. See that crease right there? But they're selling for like a ridiculous amount of money right now. So I picked this one up like a couple months ago for like $20 just because it's so beat up. And I was like, hey, maybe someday as a PSA 2 or 1, it might be worth something. But yeah, the red dots. I don't really care for the dot errors, but some people really like them. And I guess you'd call this a dot error as well. All right. Now, a big one. A lot of people have these cards because they're the early promos that came out with the movie. What you want to see is you want to see the stamp reversed, like it was printed upside down. So you see this upside down stamp down over there. If you get one, Dragonite, Pikachu, Mewtwo, Electabuzz, they'll go for like $1,000, maybe a couple $1,000. So yeah, I started purchasing a few of the packs to search for those. And I want to say the packs, man, when I first started getting them, they only cost like $3 or $5. I think they might be selling for a little bit more now. Okay, so that's a cool one. Oh, one of my favorites. This isn't the error, but what you want to find is the Dark Dragonite with 5 out of 82. Dark Dragonite non-hollow. So what it is the Hollow Dragonite is 5 out of 82. And the non-hollow is 22 out of 82, like this one. Now, there was a certain print run where the Dark Dragonite non-hollow was given the hollow number. And you'd pull the pack, and you'd get that non-hollow Dragonite, and you get another rare. So you get like 2 rares in the same pack. And it's something really awesome that, oh, it'd be wonderful to pull that. Actually, I'll probably look up on YouTube to see if anybody has pulled that on camera, because that would be so cool to see. But yeah, check out your non-holo Dark Dragonites and see if you have a 5 out of 82, because that'll be worth $1,000, maybe a little bit more, if it's in decent condition. Okay, now the last card, yeah, it's the last card. This is the error that you don't see too many of them. Okay, so you see a lot of them online, but all of them that I see online are wrong. 90% of them are wrong. And then every once in a while I'll see one that actually is the error itself. So the one that I'm going to show you is not the error. I don't want to push out any more false information. This is not the error. This real card right here, what you're looking for is a slash through this fat part right here of the fossil hand. And that would be the error Krabby. I'll go ahead and I'll show on the camera what an actual error Krabby looks like, and those can go for a little bit of money. But a lot of people that don't know Pokemon, they say, oh shoot, Krabby is going for a lot of money, it's an error. I don't know, benefit of the doubt, maybe they're thinking that line right there is a slash, but they're selling these regular Krabbies, or they're trying to sell these regular Krabbies, and they're asking like $100, $80, and I please hope nobody's ever bought in one. But yeah, what you're looking for is that regular slash. All right. So that's my error collection. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys can all go through your guys' collection or ladies' collections and see if you have any of those errors. If you do, let me know. If you don't and you enjoyed this, just let me know what your favorite error card is. And also if you like big guys with ukuleles too. No, I was just thinking about that a while ago. I was like, you could see a big guy and he could be kind of scary. But if you put a ukulele with anything, then it's just kind of like friendly and cool. Like, I want to know that person. Or that person's probably really good at the ukulele because they're big. All right. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. You guys all have a great day. Thank you all for watching. If you like this stuff, subscribe. We're getting close to... We're not getting close to 900, but I mean, we're over... Well, as I'm making this, I'm at 817 subs. It's been so amazing doing this for you guys. All right. You all have a great day. Bye. Alright, now I need to back up. No! The door closed. Oh, crud. I didn't buy this bus for the skid alone. I had it before, I promise.